And grab your balance bar. Let's get warmed up. So as always, it's really important to always remind you, if there's anything that hurts, don't push. You can find alternatives to everything. So do your best, but don't overdo it. Take your feet apart, your balance bar over your shoulders. Let your wrists relax or your forearms drape. Start with our spinal twist. Inhale comfortably. And lightly twist. Breathing out naturally. Very good. Just be patient with your body. Give it time. Warm it up. Remember that pratipaksha bhavana. If you start to get that inner critic, that negative voice popping up anytime, have your alternative voice ready to go, primed. It's really a powerful practice. Go ahead and circle forward, swimming. Your inner voice really dictates a large part of the quality of your life, the happiness that you feel, the satisfaction you have with your relationships, with your situation. Being mindful of that inner voice is really the key to good mental health and happiness. You'll be amazed too that as your inner voice starts to become more positive, you'll start to speak more positively. You'll complain less. You'll criticize less. You'll blame less. You'll start to focus on positive things around you. It's easier to find them, easier to emphasize them. Go ahead and reverse backwards. Circling. Pratipaksha bhavana doesn't mean that your negative voice doesn't exist or that you can't acknowledge critical things. It just means that you don't obsess or get stuck on them. You can use them as a way to focus. When you know what you don't want, it's more obvious what you do want. And you can then turn your attention there. Go ahead and roll your hands up and down. I had a teacher who said, attention is like a hose of water that you can never turn off. And if you're a gardener and you have a hose that you can't turn off, wherever you point that hose, you're going to feed. So if you always look at your weeds, you're pouring water on the weeds. If you focus on your flowers and trees, you're going to nourish the flowers and trees. So your attention is a hose that you can't turn off either, right? So it's really worth being deliberate where you place your attention. You can roll down your back, massage. Nice, comfortable breathing. You've probably noticed a correlation between how you feel physically and how you feel mentally and emotionally. The better your body feels, the easier it is to think and speak and feel positive, right? If your body feels awful, it's really easy to think negatively and critically. So this work we're doing for your body, take your right hand forward, can actually help your mind. Sack of potatoes, back hand, palm down, and gently lever. Massage your shoulder. Slide that front hand closer in to dig in and roll. By now, you may be familiar with this, so just explore that whole area. Breathe it out. So to extend that garden analogy, you can take garbage and scraps seeds and skin and shells and things you don't want to eat, things that you don't like, and you can turn them into compost, and you can help grow the things you do want. So those negative thoughts, negative attitudes, you can compost them too. You can use it to break it down, and you can use it to help clarify your positive voice. Press down and hold, tilt to your side. Breathing out. Good. Now switch. So the other hand now is forward. Sack of potatoes or continental soldier, whatever works for you. Back hand, palm down, lever the other side. So anytime you have a negative thought, it's very useful. It means that something's important to you. And that negative voice is often just using an ineffective strategy to try to help you. The intention is often good. Roll the neck. So anytime you feel what you don't want, you clarify what you do want. Press and breathe, roll it out. And tilt your neck, your head away from that shoulder. Breathe deep. Big exhale. Like letting the steam out. Let that pressure off your neck and shoulders. Nicely done. Release your back hand. And now circle around, vortex. Wide stance, rotate. So again, if you have any pain in the shoulders, you might just do without the bow staff, just circling your arms. Maybe grab a strap instead. Or maybe just do one side. If one arm hurts, just do the other side. Be patient with your body and be respectful of your body. Don't force it into poses and movements that cause pain. And then go ahead and reverse, other way. Circling around. Nice and easy. You can slow it down and take your time. Nice and steady breathing. Nice, getting that energy flowing. Okay, release, shrug your shoulders, roll it out. Now for another warm-up, we're going back to some basics, some of our spinning exercises. If you have a shorter bow staff, a 4-foot, switch it up now because it's going to be less likely you're going to knock a vase off the shelf or whack yourself in the kneecap. But 5 foot's usually good. 6-footers are where it gets tricky. So right hand forward, right foot forward. So you make your body narrow. Point the tip and then go across your body. Left, right. Left, right. And begin to spin, the infinity spin. Feel your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder warming up. As you start to relax, your grip becomes loose. You can speed things up. We're working on putting a little fan blade on here for the summertime. You can create a human fan and cool yourself off and cool your house off. Saves your electric bill quite a bit of money. And now slow it down. Here's the tricky part. Brain exercise. Go backward. Pinky side up. Pinky side up. The pinky is always leading now. You're scooping across your body. I'll go backwards so you can see the back view here. Same foot, same hand forward. Scooping. See how I'm crossing my body all the way left, all the way right. You're crossing your body. This can be a little tricky. Don't worry if you get mixed up. Just practice going forward, backward, until you can do both of them fluently. Forward, backward. It's the same track. It's like a roller coaster going one way and then going back on the same track. It's the same movement, just the opposite direction. All right, now switch. Other hand, other foot. Hopefully you're feeling your wrists, elbows, and shoulders getting warm. Point. Then you cross one side of your body, other side. Spinning. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, warming up. So good for the joints. A lot of times I notice with the seniors that I work with, a lot of people start to lose their fine motor skills in their fingers and hands. Not only that, it's common to get arthritis, all kinds of, neuropathy, carpal tunnel, lots of problems with the hands and fingers, and it really makes a lot of trouble with your daily activities, being able to do the little things you take for granted. So keeping your wrists, your hands, your fingers moving and active, it's really a lifelong skill. It's something you want to do forever. Keeping it sharp and strong. Now go backward, reverse, pinky side, cross. Nice, circling. This is equal parts wrist and finger and shoulder exercise as brain exercise, right? So remember that inner critic, that inner voice might be rearing its ugly head, especially when you do something new, when something feels awkward or hard or difficult. I can't do this. It's too hard. Have a opposite statement ready to go. Nicely done. Shake out your wrist. Get some blood flowing there. Now let's get into the shoulder blades. And I also want to show you a new chest opener today we haven't done yet. So first, you're going to raise the bar to about your shoulder blades, about elbow height. Slide your elbows in. Slide your chest open. Plant your feet. Keep the bar nice and high up on your shoulder blades. Gently arch. Just a little back bend. Lower back stays stable, just the upper back. Open and breathe. Make sure you can still smile, okay? If you can't smile, you're overstretching. Breathe deep. Spread the collarbones, open the heart, chest, lungs. All right, release. Let it down. Let the blood flow back to your fingers. Relax. Nicely done. Now, tabletop, feet wide, balance bar at your center, tilt forward. Do some of our classics. Tilt forward. You can shift your weight, shift your body side to side. You can round and gyrate, palpate, undulate, any 8 you want. Move around in figure 8. This will help to lubricate your joints. Take your left hand up, right hand down. Twist to your left. Legs stay stable, breathe steady. And reverse, take your both hands up, top hand, at the top of the bar, pinky down. Other hand, slide, revolve toward your top hand. Find those edges. Breathe deep. Back to center. Return. Nicely done. Shrug it out. Okay. Let's move to the lower body. Take your bar in your right hand. Figure 8 with your knee crossed. Up, down, up. Circle around. This is another classic. You can do hip rotations every single day for the rest of your life. So I hope you don't get bored of them. For a challenge, you just simply take the bar away. Or you start spinning it at the same time. Advanced moves. Reverse, other way, circle. It's supposed to be a brain teaser, so don't feel bad if your knee is confused. You probably never knew how important knee-eye coordination is, but here's the result. Good way to practice. Shake your leg, release. Switch hands, balance bar on the other side. Figure 8 with your kneecap. Track the kneecap. That's really leading this whole thing. Challenge yourself by lifting your bar or just hovering or even just lightening your touch. If you need more stability, of course, use a wall or chair. Sometimes you want to make it more challenging. Sometimes you want to make it more stable. Reverse. Other way. Open your hips. So if you're pressed for time and you only have a short amount of time to do a practice, I would recommend to do something for your shoulders and something for your hips. The two major joints of your body that connect all kinds of other areas. Shake it out, release. Okay, another daily practice. Side lunges, toes open, out to the side. Shift your weight left to right. Start off nice and tall. Shifting left to right. Bend your knee at the same way your toes are pointing. As you warm up, you can start to lower down. If the floor looks like it's within reach, that's when you can transition off the balance bar and you can use your hands. But don't be in a rush. There's no problem with using it. Nice and easy, patiently. Slowing it down as you warm up. Maybe even your hips start to lower if your knees are feeling frisky today. Remember the rule, only go down as far as you can get up from. Okay? I can't really see everybody in this class, so you've got to really be vigilant and really advocate for yourself. All right, bend your knees, rise up, shrug your shoulders. Exhale. Walk it in and shake your legs. Okay, hopefully you're getting nice and warm. Next one, I'm going to help wake up your feet. So take your balance bar just in front of you here. And if you want to do this near a wall so you can hold on to something, that's fine. If you're wearing shoes, this won't feel like anything. So bare feet or socks for this one. Roll. Tilt your foot in and out. Massage the arches, the feet. Rolling, rolling. Press and release. And then lean in and out. Press and release. Squeeze the blood flow. Let it spread out. This is one of those exercises, we do it every week, and you're probably thinking to yourself, why don't I do this every day? Feels so good. But we often forget, right? We get busy. So each week is a reminder. Just leave the balance bar out somewhere where you'll see it and give your feet a little bit of love on a regular basis. When you're done, plant your feet and just feel the difference. Feel the tingles, any sensations there. And then switch. Roll the other side. As you practice longer and longer, you start to get a sense for your whole body and what it's needing. At the beginning, it's hard to distinguish. It's hard to know, what do I really need today? But as you practice more, you'll feel, my lower back feels stagnant and weak. There's not enough energy there. My head feels full and stuffy. Too much energy there. You'll feel things in terms of excess and deficiency. You'll feel things in terms of tension. You'll feel, obviously, pain and discomfort, but also feelings of openness, lightness, and freedom. As you build your repertoire of movements, you'll know exactly what to do. This pose created this effect. And you'll be able to do it on your own. Lean in and out, squeeze and release. It's really true. After a while, you start to find yourself just out of nowhere, just stretching or bending or rolling. It starts to become second nature. All right, well done. Today for our Qi Gong, we're going through the 5 elements, and today is our fire element. The fire element relates to your heart and small intestine meridians, which begin in your palms and go down the pinky line to the underarm. So as you feel the energy in your palms, imagine the heart opening, the fire, the light, the brightness opening in your heart as well. So plant your feet, comfortable distance, bend your knees, gather your arms up, inhale. Gather all that energy circulating. Inhale, rising up, relax shoulders. Breathing out. Now, if you remember the wood element, we'll start with that. Go side to side. Gliding across. Breathing steady. Liver and gallbladder organs relate to the wood element. Releasing frustration. Gather on one hip, and you're going to toss and say hut as you throw it. 1, 2, 3, hut! And release. Glide across your core, make a box. Inhale. Throw your frustration away. 1, 2, 3, hut! Pull across like you're casting a net. You're letting it all out. 1, 2, 3. Hut! Keep your feet grounded. Sometimes I see people go and they go flying. Keep your feet grounded, please. Now other side. Gather. Other side. Throw the other way. 1, 2, 3. Hut! Feet grounded. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hut! Straight up diagonal. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hut! Now the fire element. Cross your wrists. Relax your fingers. Rise up the middle. Stretch your pinkies, underarms, and lower down. Stretching the palms and the pinky lines. Heart, small intestine meridians. Opening up that energy, that fire. Breathe. Open and exhale. Inhale, rising up. Stretch the pinkies, underarms, exhale down. Burning away that blockage in your heart, melting it away, combusting that frustration. The wood element and the fire element work together. Just like you can see with wildfires, if too much wood gets built up, too much old, dry, dead wood, too much old frustration, too much old garbage, it becomes a fire hazard. It means you can explode with anger and stress. So burn out those old frustrations, burn out all that dead wood. Breathe it out. Turn it into light, turn it into heat. Turn it into something useful. Open and release. And now lower your hips, bring your palms together. Press lightly, not too hard, and begin to move your hands like a candle flame. Move your hips. Make your whole body like fire, circling and gliding, moving all around your spine, burning away, combusting, breaking down, releasing all the garbage, all the old frustrations inside of you, the old stress, burning it out. Your hands like a candle flame. Just improvise. Move all around. Over your head. All around you. Moving your spine, hips and back. The palms pressed together, the energy flows through the heart meridians, energizing your heart. And then raise it up, inhale, open wide, release. Bring your hands up to around your third eye, your forehead. Make a triangle. This is something you can do this week if you get a chance to go outside on a sunny day. Stand and face the sun and have the sunlight go between this triangle to your forehead. Make sure to close your eyes, of course. Don't stare at the sun, but relax the eyes, relax the forehead, and feel the heat of the sun. Right now you can just imagine it burning away all the old garbage in your brain, the dead wood that's piled up, the old thoughts, the old frustrations. Imagine that bright sun penetrating and burning it away. Like a magnifying glass. Bringing your attention to the third eye, this point on your forehead. Keep your knees bent, your hips lowered, your tailbone tucked, your legs strong, upper body light. 30 more seconds, just breathe in that heat and light. Imagine the sun penetrating your third eye right to your brain, illuminating your consciousness. Evaporating the clouds of doubts, the clouds of thoughts, the stormy weather in your brain evaporates. And open your arms, breathe out. And then gather 3 times. Inhale up. Collect all this energy, bring it to your center, bring it to your core. Right down to your belly. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Breathe 3 times. Feel that warmth of your inner fire, the inner light, illuminating your awareness, burning away your obstacles. Heat in your belly, clarity in your mind.